Hey everyone, this is my next update. It should be August 12th. Hopefully it is. I'm actually recording this a day early. I'm going to start recording my updates a couple days early so that I can get them up and posted in time. But this is probably going to be my last update for Chapter 2. If you've noticed, I've started putting my updates in chapters, Chapter 1, Section 1 through 10, Chapter 2, Section 1 through 10. Stuff like that. So I'm probably going to do, oh shit. This was a bad idea. Probably going to do, Chapter 3. God damn. This is annoying as hell. Anyway. I'm probably going to do a Chapter 3. After this one. This is going to be, what, Section 10 of Chapter 2? Probably going to start Chapter 3 after this. Anyway, just wanted to let you all know that the follow-up mission to the mission Genesis is out. It's called Getting Out of Town. So if you play the mission Genesis, the follow-up mission to that is And So It Begins. Then the follow-up mission to that is Getting Out of Town. So that's my newest one. So you can go play that one. There are choices to make. There's only one choice. I didn't have enough room because I built something special in this one. Also, my two other missions called Donovan Strikes and The Arrest are out. I made these two missions before I made Genesis, so they weren't originally part of my new storyline, but I'm going to include them anyway. I'm just going to make them later into the game. I'm going to have them be chapters 8 and 9. So those are already out, if you want to play those. But what I wanted to talk about today is things they could have done to make Infamous 2 a lot better. And just in general, different things that positives and negatives about Infamous 2 and Infamous 1. So this is actually my little brother's account. My little brother is 9 years old, and he just finished playing the game on Good Karma today. So I'm going to use his account for this recording because I'm getting kind of sick of looking at neutral Cole all the time. I want to play as hero. So we're going to go around on his account. And there probably won't be much gameplay today because I have a list of positives and negatives in Infamous 2 that we're going to be looking at. So I'll find a nice place to rest, like Zeke's roof. Oh hey, got him a trophy. We'll rest at Zeke's roof over here. Make sure none of the Icemen see us. Alright. So I'm going to start reading this list to you guys. I'm gonna number 1 to however many. There's going to be positives and negatives. So I'm going to start out with positives, then I'm going to go to negatives, we're going to count them all up, and that's going to be the equal sum. So number 1, positive. Infamous 2. Vertical induction wires. You know, the wires on sides of buildings where you jump up and you can grind straight up the side of a building to get to the roof faster. As soon as you got lightning tether, the purpose of those wires was completely removed. It was pointless. But anyway, I liked them. Number 2, positive, better graphics. Loved the graphics for Infamous 2. They were amazing. I give credit where it's due. I know I make fun of Infamous 2 a lot and say it was bad, but it's a great game. Infamous 2 is great. Infamous 1, fantastic. There's the difference. Silver lining. Number 3, positive. Improved parkour system and controllability. I felt like in Infamous 2 you could control Cole a bit better and the parkour was smoother. Number 4, positive. Added voices to enemies. Your enemies actually talk. They don't just make stupid grunting sounds like in Infamous 1. Although the Reapers were pretty cool. The Reapers were sweet. Number 5, positive. Improved karma and clothing system. I like how the clothes change depending on what karma you are. And I like how it takes longer for you to get to a certain point in your karma rank, I like how it takes longer to get to hero or to get to infamous, because in infamous 1 you could get all the way up to hero within 2 or 3 hours. Infamous 2, it took you a couple days to get up to hero rank. So, was that number 6 or number 7? That was 5. Number 6, positive. Improved blast shard system. In Infamous 1, you had to get right up, like right on the blast shard before you could collect it. In Infamous 2, you just had to be kind of close to the blast shard and you would get it. Number 7, positive. Cops react to you while you're in evil karma. In evil karma, in Infamous 2, you're walking down the street, you come up with some cops, they attack you, they start shooting at you. In Infamous 1, they didn't do that. You had to play a mission where you attack the cops for them to come after you. And that's something I miss. You don't have the military cops. You just have the regular blue coats, normal, everyday city officers. You don't have military cops, or the cops don't have helicopters or anything like that. Number 8, UGC missions. Best feature. I love UGC missions. They're great. They give me an opportunity to express my my thoughts for Infamous through missions and that sort of thing. Although I feel the mission editor is incomplete. This is what I will focus on in my next update, is the mission editor. Number 9, positive. Lightning Hook. I liked this power. It's the power where you can grab an enemy or you can grab a car and you can fling it, you can pull it back towards you. Because this was one of Kessler's powers in Infamous 1. As you were fighting Kessler in the last mission, if you tried to run outside of the crater, he would grab you and say, "You're not going anywhere," and he'll pull you back, and I like that they added that. Number 10, positive. Improved TV broadcasts. I like how they added the broadcast up in the corner of the screen so you didn't have to look at the TV the whole time. Here's a positive and a negative. Fun, yet boring side missions. The side missions, some of them are fun, like Overcharge. Those are really fun. But the missions where you simply throw a medical crate with kinetic pulse across the town is the most ass-numbing, mind-numbing experience you could ever do. I thought that was a waste of space. Sucker Punch could have made such great missions, but no, they just have you throw a crate with medical supplies across town. What's the point? That's what I felt like. Where's all the good missions? Where's the missions where you had to secretly follow a courier, and you had to stay hidden because if he turned around, he'd blow himself up. You know the kamikaze reapers in Infamous 1 where you had to follow them secretly and they'd stop and turn around every now and then, and if they saw you, they'd blow up and you have to restart the mission. Where's that? Where's all the fun missions like that? Even at the beginning of Infamous 2, where you follow Bertrand's interrogator to find Wolf. Not once does he turn around to look for you. You have to get down on the ground and stand right in front of him before the mission fails. There's, once again, no skill. That's what really pissed me off about Infamous 2. There wasn't really a skill involved. Here's another positive and a negative. Melee system. I like that they added the amp. The amp is cool. It helps you defeat enemies 10 times faster. At the same time, it gets boring really, really fast doing the same crap with the amp over and over and over again. Alright, here's the backside. Number 12, positive. Improved cutscenes. The cutscenes were way better than in Infamous 1. The characters moved more fluently. It was almost like watching a legit movie. Number 13, positive. Different character and amp skins. I like that they made the costumes and the DLC and the golden amp and all that kind of stuff. That was cool. Now we're going to go back and look at the negatives. Negative. Number 1. People are unresponsive to you while in evil karma. In Infamous 1, you're walking down the street. There's some people standing on the sidewalk. The next thing you know, some guy's yelling out, "Our mission is to destroy the Electric Man." You're getting pelted with rocks and people are running up to you and beating the hell out of you when you're evil karma. Infamous 2, nobody gives a shit. Nobody beats the crap out of you. Nobody starts yelling and throwing rocks at you. Only after you kill some guy that has a blast shard, or you kill a magician or something like that. No reactivity, once again. Number 2, negative. Less dead drops. The dead drops aren't really a big deal for me, but I felt like there should have been more. There should have been more explanatory. Number 3, negative. Unreactive city. Infamous 2, Numeray, does not feel as alive as Empire City does. Empire City to me felt alive and livid, and you could make a choice in the game and it would change how the city reacted, and it would change something. Would change. Infamous 2 didn't have that. Number 4, negative. Power system. Non-upgradable powers. If you go in here to the power menu on Infamous 2, sure, you have a lot of different powers, but none of them are upgradable. What really upset me, the Frost Shield. You know why? I'll show you. In Infamous 1, you could use the Polarity Wall, which is the same thing as the Frost Shield. You could use it, and you could still run around like this. You could run, and you could jump, and you could run around. Infamous 2, it's actually an aiming power. You have to aim and walk really, really, really slow, walk around with it. You can't just turn it on and run around like this like you could in Infamous 1. That pissed me off a lot. And you can't upgrade it either. It's the same size, you can't make it bigger, you can't make it absorb energy and make you regain power like you could in Infamous 1. In Infamous 1, you go in here, oh, let's see, I have my bolts. Do I want it to just be a regular bolt, or do I want it to have long range? Do I want it to be twice as powerful? Do I want it to shoot in a stream? You know, in Infamous 1, you could go in and you could add upgrades to a single power. Here's what I think we can do with Infamous 3. We have your bolts, okay? You have just a regular alpha bolt you start out with. You go in here to this list. These aren't other bolts. Not in Infamous 3. These are upgrades. You can add or subtract from your alpha bolt. So this, over here on this side, this is your bolt powers. Then all of this in here are different upgrades you can add and subtract to your bolt. I think that would be a hell of a lot better than just having a bunch of different powers in the first place. Number 5, negative. Boss battles. Too simple, too linear. You know, with Bertrand, it's shoot the purple things, run away, do this, do that, and the mission's over. With the Beast, spam your rockets for 5 seconds, Nyx dies, go to the church, spam your rockets for 5 seconds again, turn on the RFI, it's over. I think it would have been a lot better if you started out in the gasworks and you fought the Beast in an open environment for, let's say, 3 to 4 minutes. Then Nyx says, hey man, I think I know where we can get the upper hand, and then you follow Nyx someplace, and the Beast follows you. And you go completely around all 3 districts fighting the Beast until you finally take him down. Add some skill to it. Make it take longer. Make it fun, you know? That's I didn't see that. Number 6, negative. No in-mission choices. You know, in Infamous 1, where you go across Stampton Bridge to try to get out of town, you say, well, gee, I gotta get past the riot cops, and if I shoot from inside the crowd, people will get the hell kicked out of them, but if I go out in front, then I'll be a hero, and, you know, you made choices in missions. The missions weren't the choices. Like with Quo and Nyx. We can go expose Bertrand, or we can go grab a bunch of swamp monsters. Okay, I don't want to pick, I want to make a real choice. Number 7, negative. No subsequent bosses. One boss for everybody. Bertrand. Same guy. You defeat Bertrand, it's all over. You defeat the Beast, oh, it's all over. That game's over already. 2 bosses. I didn't think it was that much fun. Once again, we need to add more bosses. Number 8, negative. Overpowered enemies. The entire time I was playing through Infamous 2, I'm thinking to myself, did they make me weaker, or did they just make the enemies more powerful? Seriously, it takes forever just to take out